What if I told you that there are millions of monies just laying around waiting to be collected by you? Missions in which the loot table is so much better than in regular ERTs. Well, that's actually a thing with Vaughn. Vaughn. Listen, don't judge me, nobody really knows how to call this guy, okay? Fact is, you gotta rep up on him with his not exactly legal assassination missions, at least if you want to get into the pleasure of having around 4 million in just one ship, of which there are many. I have heard of stories where there's up to 100 Weevil eggs hidden in all those ships. Now anyways, you have to rep up, get reputation with him, this guy, Vaughn. You gotta reach down there the master level assassin, which there's a bit of a problem. The master level assassin actually doesn't have a level that you can increase anymore. At the end of elite assassin you'll be master instantly, which means that one failed mission and you drop out of master already. I'm not sure if that is a bug or intention, but yeah, it is what it is, but you have to get there in order to get the real attractive missions, and they are up here in the unverified tab, mercenary category, and there you'll see them once you have him leveled. And what you'll be looking for is the A Troublesome Task later, and preferably in asteroids surrounding Yela, because this is where you can shoot the loot and take it without it falling down to the ground, right? So, leveling Vaughn, you'll be starting off mostly with a simple task for 2k, which typically means bunker mission or shooting down a ship that's being escorted, but in the beginning they're really not very difficult. For that, I would personally recommend you guys to turn off the comlink at least on Daymar, Yela, and Celine around Crusader. Why? Because those missions are illegal. Every kill you're going to make is a homicide, and that would mean a lot of crime stat for you. So you would have to spend a lot of time in Clasher Prison after doing these missions or after getting caught if you don't disable the comlink. This is just an option, you don't have to do it, right? You would shoot down the turrets outside, those 4 next to the solar panels, then you'd go inside, then you would interact with this computer by using a Tiger's Claw, which you have to bring with you. You can buy them in ArcCorp, for example, and then you'll follow the instructions on the PC. Now, there's an easier way to do it, less dangerous, by just parking 20 kilometers away or 18, and from there basically using the bikes, right? Dragonfly, Nox, and so on, but the pulse bike is ideal because it's so small that it actually fits through the hole here and you can take it down to the computer. At first you have to get off the bike to initiate the process again with the Tiger's Claw, but after that you can sit on the bike and interact with the computer from there when it asks you to continue, and while you're sitting on it, you actually have a radar showing you the outside, so you would know when a player comes to try and stop you, and you can even determine on which entrance of the two the player would be coming in if he does try and stop you in the end. But yeah, so this is unique. You never have a radar and never know what's going on outside when you're in here, except now with the pulse spikes. So really awesome to have these things. But yeah, so let's move on to the next part of the video. If you did have the comlink taken down, or if you just don't care, it doesn't matter. Maybe you're just doing it with your friends and you don't care and you enjoy being hunted in PvP in between as well. So yeah, in that case, there are 2 types of missions that you're going to be doing for Vaughn most of all. There are bunker assassinations, and there are these, you know, killing escort ships out in space or above certain installments on the planet's surface. I'm showing you here first one of those bunker missions, which is really fun because I flew here together with my friend, and we have our our, you know, characters that are known to do the other side of the law things. And one thing you need to know while you're doing these bunker missions, those bunkers are typically trespassing and protected by heavy size 5 gun turrets. So when you're coming with a smaller fighter like we do here, you gotta do some good flying in order to not get shot down. Those are double size 5 Galdering repeaters all on these turrets, and there are up to 4 turrets on the base. So you might imagine how careful you have to approach this, how well you have to sight strafe and fly decoupled not to get shot by modify these things, and depending on the server FPS and server performance, these things can either be incredibly accurate and powerful, or not quite as powerful. But in any case, you gotta be careful. And man, I just love how this looks. Cool. Like, look at the graphics of this game, man. Seriously, Star Citizen is doing a lot of things really right. There's a lot of things that are not going so right, but oh man, the graphics is really one of those awesome things. Now, my buddy is coming out of his F7A. Mine has already landed, and yeah, let's go down to the bunker. These missions are super easy, really, because actually all you have to do is kill one guy. So you could technically do that with one single bullet. And if you're lucky, the guy is actually really at the elevator. And if you're not so lucky, he's a little further down. And yeah, so we're moving down here. I accelerate this by 3 times here, the moving down with the elevator part. Very, very long it takes. And then you'll see us just rushing the bunker. You see even where the target is. I would suggest running suppressors on your weapons, because that will make the enemy reaction time much longer before they begin to fire back, before they even understand what's going on. And there's the target. Buppy's already gone. And while moving backwards out of the bunker, sometimes you have to reload twice for some reason. We're moving back out. That's it. Boom. Assassination completed. And I'm telling you, these missions are a lot of fun too. I like to do the bad guy things in Star Citizen, even though I'm mostly or often, you know, doing the good kind of stuff with ERTs and bounty missions. But this stuff here, there's something special about doing the bad stuff. I don't know, but yeah, you see crime committed and so on. In that case, we did not take down the comlink, but we were aware of the risk, and we knew that our ships up here could technically get destroyed by a player that's hunting down, you know, that's doing the bounty for us at this time. And that's why normally we don't go in together. That was just for show now. Typically one of us would fly up here and basically shoot down any player coming to this position here, while the other one is down there doing the mission. Because if you do it together, the kill has to be done, and then you'll both get the mission successful. Of course, doing the mission together also means you need to do twice as many missions to both level up to maximum. The second kind of mission or job that Vaughn will give you is ERT-like assassination. So missions that are out in either in space or on the planet's surface, but against ships. Usually also being escorted by other ships. The very special thing about these missions is that these ships appear white, so non-hostile at first, which would allow you to board them. I have a video coming up soon because it's a very, very fun thing that you can do with Vaughn's mission enemies. So you probably don't know what I'm talking about just yet, but you'll see it in an upcoming video and you're gonna be absolutely celebrating it, and you wish you had leveled Vaughn to be able to do that. So between this and the next video where I show this to you, maybe you should go ahead and level Vaughn already. Yeah, so in the end, obviously, you see there's some C2s, transporter ships. Make sure not to overkill them. You want them in a soft kill state. That means you have to, you know, first maybe you can use all your cannons. I would suggest running deadbolts is just the way to go. If you're 2 guys though, if you're together, you can also run an energy build, because 2 players have enough firepower, energy based, to do this too, and never have to, you know, reload at any base or something. But at the end, you see me always firing only 2 of my deadbolts, the size 4 smaller ones on the Corsair, to make certain or sure that this is a soft kill. Because if you overkill it, the whole thing will explode and most of that cool loot is going to be gone. And now you can scan the ship or not. I typically just go into a C2, and if you open this thing and you see green boxes, you know you'll succeeded. Of course, there's a difference. There could be a lot of green boxes, or there could be some mace and some widow and some. There's a lot of very valuable drugs and stuff, right? So make sure to be aware of what stuff you want with you and what you don't want. Of course, there really has a lot of room. Like I said, this one ship here had around 4 million for us, but there can be up to 100 Vival X, which we heard in these missions, which would equal around 12 million. monies, okay? So yeah, and other than that, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video content here, I will show you so much more of it, so stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. Here's my referral code on screen. If you're not yet in Star Citizen but you want to get into, then use it to create your account, because that'll give you extra resources that you wouldn't get otherwise, and I also get some stuff for it, so would be cool. And other than that, ladies and gents, after selling all these nice drugs that you got in this mission, you're a rich boy, you can wear some really awesome stuff and buy fancy ships. So yeah, enjoy all that, and I'll keep you up to date on everything Star Citizen. Catch you in the next one. Manny signing off. Bye-bye.